What's good? What's good? Good morning. I made a video a few back, if you go look, fuck your climate change, where I was mad because gas jumped like 30 cents overnight and it's gonna keep jumping, and now I know why. And I'm sure you do too. This whole Nord Stream pipeline sabotage, my brain immediately goes to false flag. But I want to ask you, as the viewer, do you know what a false flag operation is? Many of you might. Most of you probably do. But you probably have a lot of normie friends that don't know what a false flag operation is. And talking about the towers is the wrong way to introduce them to it. But talking about this pipeline is a great way to introduce your normie friends to what a false flag operation is. I would not at all be surprised if the military-industrial complex was behind it. I don't think Russia did it. The New World Order globalist elites are doing so much to sabotage and subvert many of the countries of the world. It is a global effort. That is why we're seeing a lot of reactionary right-wing movements growing in a lot of countries. Which unfortunately a lot of that is manufactured too. Because they know how to play the pendulum. The pendulum we need to break. The pendulum we will break. It's not going to be this next cycle, unfortunately. But I've said it, in that if we can use the momentum that's building in this rightward swing to redirect the energy altogether, we can build something. There's potential after 2024. It's too soon to make anything happen by 2024, unfortunately, but in my interview with Chris Matthew on Forbidden Knowledge News, we talked about the need for mobilization. I've mentioned before that I love the idea of bringing back that 60s era civil rights vibe. That vibe where you have hundreds of thousands of people peacefully protesting. That's the most radical shit, and I mean that in the sense of radical is cool, but radical is in transformational as well. That's how we can affect radical change. Mobilization, but not by manipulation like the BLM and the Proud Boys and the Antifa people. We need to utilize the mainstream technology as much as we can to create a message of mobilization for an actual conscious message. People like Russell Brand, god damn, my life trajectory has been very similar to his. I never got into intravenous drugs, but I did get into sex and just a hedonistic lifestyle for a little bit. But his return to spirituality, it's so wild. I haven't followed his path a whole lot, but the more I learn about him, the more I'm like, yeah, he and I have been on similar paths. But a lot of you all have been on these awakening journeys and these awakening paths. And to accept the reality that our government, that our rulers, and that our leaders are actively engaging in evil against us creates the cognitive dissonance that prevents most people from overcoming the propaganda hurdle. But we must keep raising the awareness. I remember when the expression stay woke used to be legit. Black guys used to say it and it was cool. But that's what the Matrix is. That's what the cycle of everything is. Everything transforms the more that it gets repeated. But we're experiencing a return to the authenticity of that idea. Woke came from awake. From being awake, you're woke. And we may not take back the term, but we're going to continue the effort. We're going to continue the awakening. I laugh when I think about someday if I ever actually do have kids. And these videos, like if I continue to skirt the system and don't get banned, if my kids see this shit, oh my gosh, they're gonna make so much fun of me, and I hope they do. But it will be proof to them that I was not a keyboard warrior in the great meme wars. I was a fucking general. So if you don't know what a false flag operation is, I encourage you to look into that and to see how many have been executed provably in our past. And then we can move into the more questionable ones. Like Tower 7. Okay, that's enough rambling for today, I think. I really appreciate it if you've been listening. If you're new, if you're old, whatever, just if you've watched this video, thank you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. All of that algorithmic bullshit, because we have to use the system to dismantle the system. Unless I get banned, then fuck it, go to Rumble. I love you.